What's up everybody? My name is Rex. Welcome to my channel. I used to hate these things. Now I love them. Let me tell you why. Why did I hate them so much? I witnessed the birth of the T-Max, the Traxxas T-Max. One of the most innovative and most well-engineered RCs of time. When that came out, everything else became a toy. So when I saw things like this pop up at the hobby shop, I thought if I wanted a toy, I'd go to Toys R Us or Walmart. Little did I know that I knew very little. I was young and I didn't appreciate the things that came before me. I had no respect for anything at that time. And now, after owning one and driving it, it's become one of my favorite cars to drive. It's very comical and it makes me laugh. Let me tell you the story about how I got this one. So this was near the beginning of COVID when I was really bored and getting back into RC because I had just fixed one of my son's drift cars and turned it hobby grade. Well, I found this guy online for $80, $80 Canadian, which is like $5 for the rest of the world. And I couldn't say no. It's 80 bucks for Tamiya. Even if it's standing still, it's worth throwing up on my shelf. And little did I know at that time, this would be one of my favorite cars to drive. It's all rusted now everywhere, and I don't care. It's still amazing. It's full of bearings. It still runs smooth, even though I've driven it in the salt. And the owner previous to me obviously cracked a bunch of this stuff and fixed it with fiberglass tape. But this is fun. Why is it fun to watch it drive? You'd think that something like this would be top heavy, but it's not. All the weight is down low in the chassis. Up here is all just empty space. Now, it might be a little bit different for these hard body variants sitting over here that I've got, but this one, it's not driving back and forth on pavement. It's not just plain dirt. What I love about this is watching it hit the rough bumps. When I lawn bang the neighbor's yard, it hits all the lumps in his grass. I watch it go up and down, and you think every now and then it's gonna roll over, but it doesn't. It stays stable, it lands always back on its feet. Well, more so than it doesn't. It doesn't always land on its feet, but it does more often than it doesn't. Another thing I love is transitions. When you're hitting this, the transitions between dirt and pavement or grass and dirt, this thing looks sweet. It takes these little hops and little jumps. And I mean, the way it looks like, in my opinion, a toy quality RC. And when you get to see a toy quality RC performing like a hobby grade or an entry level hobby grade RC, that makes me smile, it makes me laugh. It's almost like people say driving the slower cars to their limits is more fun than driving a fast car, not even close to its limit. That's sort of the thing that I feel with this here. Is, by the way, I did have a 12 turn running 3S in here. Fun, but way too much. I prefer running the silver can with a 2S. It's more than enough. You've got to be way too finesse-like on the throttle when you've got all that power on something like this. It spends most of his time wheeling. Which I'm surprised at something. While it wheelies, it goes very, very straight. I didn't expect something like this to be very stable. I thought it would get up on its rear wheels and then start going back and forth. Now that only happens if you're running way too much power. But otherwise, as soon as you get it on its wheels, it wants to go straight as long as you're controlling the throttle somewhat. That was my cat. I'm not going to re-say all that. I'm not going to edit it. That was my cat jumping from the floor to the top of the cat tree. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, Tamiya has made a lot of variants of this chassis. I'm not going to be talking about that. There are plenty of videos out there that cover information like that. I just wanted to tell you people why I like it. Why I love it, actually. And it came to me with a terribly painted figure. I pulled him out and painted him up myself. It's not great, but it's not terrible. I've tried multiple different shock setups with this, including oil filled and everything, but I seem to like the friction dampers. with super bouncy springs. I love watching this thing bounce. It makes me laugh. This thing makes me laugh. Yeah. I'm not gonna have any footage following this. I think, you know what, maybe I will. I don't know. I don't know if I'll have footage of running following this. But I just wanted to tell you guys, I love this thing. It's very unlikely from a guy like me, if you knew me way back then. But I really, really do like this thing. I mean, if you take off the body, it really is just a monocoque gearbox, which is fairly low center of gravity. It's all flat down there. You know? I'm very excited for the rest of them. Let me move the camera up. So sadly, I know that one is different. These are WR02 chassis, and that is a CW01, for those who don't know. But I know most of you watching this video probably know. This is done, expert built. That is semi-assembled, expert built. So the bodies are done on those. And those look mint. Beautiful from Tamiya. Now the pressure's on for me to make this thing beautiful. Yikes. So I'll be looking for a lot of people's videos on how they finish that body. I'm a little bit scared, but I'm not rushing. I don't know when I'm going to open any of those. And which one I should open first. I don't even know. I don't even know if I want to open them. I kind of don't, because those are so beautiful. And then hard bodies I'm worried to ruin. But I bought them to play with, so I'll figure it out. Anyway, this video's gone way too long. It's a really long ramble, I think, in my opinion. But if this was all right to you, let me know. And I don't know what else to talk about. I just wanted to let everybody know that I really like this thing a lot. And I have a whole bunch more that I don't know which one I want to open first. Thanks for joining me on my ramble. Bye, guys.